In this short video, I want to talk about why you shouldn't be afraid of picking a niche and focusing on it in your business. So in previous videos, I've talked about the marketing value and potential that is unlocked when you actually go down the path of focusing on a specific niche, or really, specializing the approach and focusing the approach of your marketing. Now, the most common pushback I get here from clients when I engage in this exercise with them, or people who comment on my videos and other training content like blog posts, is that people will say, hey, if we start specializing, we're potentially going to lose out on a whole load of business, and we want to get all the business we can. And I totally agree with you. Sometimes you've just got to do things from a cash flow perspective. Just about every business that's ever existed, I imagine literally every business that's ever existed, has had to do things that they didn't necessarily want to do, has had to sell to people who aren't necessarily their dream customers, has had to deal with clients who aren't necessarily the right fit in order to pay the bills and make payroll and pay the rent and all those kind of things. That is unequivocal. It happens. That's the nature of life in business. But on the other hand, as a goal, as a sort of point to work towards, you should always be looking to refine who it is you're selling to, what your messaging is, and what your value proposition is for that audience. Because this is how you can actually sort of step up the value chain in terms of your offering, but also make your marketing more compelling and appealing and make it more efficient. Because the more specialized you are in your marketing, in your sort of identification of your target customer, generally the better the results you are going to get will be. So for example, if you are a orthopedic surgeon, this is just a random example that comes to mind, you might do hip replacements and knee replacements and shoulder repairs and all sorts of things, but over time you might find that actually you get your best work from doing hip replacements in younger people who are, say athletes, who are being held back by sort of early onset problems with their movement, and that becomes what you become famous for, and people seek you out for that solution. You become the sort of oracle of solving problems for younger athletes who are having trouble with their career or with their sporting endeavours. That's an example of niching down that might seem really scary at the start, because you're probably sitting there thinking, hey, there's a whole lot of other work that I could be doing. I could be doing these knee replacements or these shoulder repairs or whatever it is, but actually, if you start niching down, what you'll probably find, or what you'll almost certainly find, is two things. One is that you get a better reputation in that niche space, which leads to better quality work coming through. And two, you'll also find that your marketing becomes a lot more effective because your messaging is less diluted and you appeal more effectively to the people who are sort of the best fit for your offer. So it is a scary thing to do, to start that niching down process. I want to make that equivocal from the start, that it's going to feel quite nerve-wracking to do. It can feel very scary because you're risking revenue, basically. You're risking missing out on people who you might have caught up in the fishing net at one point, but might escape it because you're not reaching them this time. But what I can guarantee you is that as you become more focused, more specific with your marketing, you understand better that precise fit target customer that you want to reach. When you start reaching them in the right places with the right messaging, the effectiveness ratchets up very, very quickly, and the results grow as well. So it is a nerve-wracking endeavor, that's for sure, but almost every time I've seen this done, as long as it's done properly, the outcome is really positive. It allows you to climb the value chain. It allows you to charge more for your products and services because of the fact that they're more specialized, and it allows you to get better cut through. Basically, you want to be the go-to person or the go-to business for a very specific segment of the market. If you can fulfill other needs, that's great. And maybe if you've got a business that is kind of trying to become an Amazon or a Walmart in its particular industry or niche, that's a different question or a different topic for a different time. But for most of the businesses that I deal with, at least, one of the most valuable exercises they can embark on is from a strategic perspective, saying, hey, who is our best fit customer? How do we focus everything around them? Our marketing, our delivery, our sales activity, our follow-ups, our customer service, all that kind of stuff. Doing that properly makes a big difference. So if you're nervous about it, that's a totally natural feeling, but believe me when I say that if you do this right, it does deliver really good results and pays dividends for years to come. So thank you so much for watching. If you've got any questions, please let me know. Please like this video, subscribe on YouTube for more free digital marketing advice, and I'll see you next time.